Legendary Arabia, exclusive cover story. Jesse James Ferrell, the man who listens, people back to life. He can save you today. P.S. You are not alone anymore. He is there, always, and now, with his music. A global voice arrives in the Middle East. Legendary Arabia is honored to introduce, in this exclusive feature, a man whose presence is reshaping the global understanding of healing, leadership, and human connection. A TEDx speaker, a DEBx voice, a global possibility presenter, a trauma-informed healer with more than 30,000 hours of mastery, a leadership coach guiding executives across continents, and an artist creating emotional technology that saves lives, a man whose work has quietly transformed thousands of lives, a man whose understanding of the human nervous system is as precise as it is compassionate, a man who changed our lives, and now stands ready to change yours. His arrival in the Middle East comes at a pivotal moment, in a region defined by strength, legacy, honor, and deep spiritual culture. Jesse offers something rare, a new pathway to grounding, clarity, and emotional truth. This is why Legendary Arabia opens this doorway with profound pride. Because if someone is legendary, it is this man. The listener who saves lives. Jesse's work is not a brand strategy or a rehearsed narrative. It is truth forged in the fire of lived experience. For over 2 decades, he has listened with his hands, his breath, and his intuition through more than 30,000 hours of trauma-informed, nervous system-aware healing work. He discovered what so few ever see. Pain is rarely physical. The body holds memory, and safety rewrites destiny. This wisdom crystallized the night his teenage son admitted he was planning to end his life. No manual, no perfect words, only a father and a choice. Don't panic, don't fix. Listen, this simple act, presence, saved his son. That moment carved a vow into Jesse's bones, a vow that would one day save his own life. The moment the healer had to be held years later, after a painful family rupture, Jesse found himself facing suicidal ideation. He blocked the door with furniture so he wouldn't walk outside. He shook, he broke, he cried until he collapsed. He prayed to survive the night. And then he made the bravest call a man can make. Please, just listen. That call brought breath back. It brought life back. It brought him back. And from that moment, his mission sharpened into absolute clarity. Listening isn't supportive. Listening is life-saving. The international speaker who teaches leaders to hear. Today, Jesse works across continents, guiding leaders, creators, and visionaries through the most underrated skill in human history: presence. He is not a motivational performer. He is a recalibrator, a steady presence who teaches leaders how to turn noise into meaning, silence into sanctuary, conversations into transformation. In rooms filled with pressure and expectation, Jesse becomes the anchor that allows people to exhale, to return to themselves, to lead with clarity instead of chaos. His voice carries global respect, not for volume, but for truth. The artist who turns trauma into sound after decades of holding others through their darkest moments, Jesse created something revolutionary: soul frequency collective, music as emotional technology. This is not entertainment. This is medicine disguised as rhythm, a sanctuary disguised as sound, a space where sound becomes safety, lyrics become lifelines, breath becomes transformation, rhythm becomes release. His album Listening Saves Lives is built for real human moments, for the woman crying quietly in her car, for the man rebuilding strength at the gym, for the survivor trying to feel joy again, for the leader who carries everyone, for the friend who doesn't know what to say. for the human trembling in the dark. For the person who needs one steady voice to hold them, some tracks move like prayer, some like fire, some like rebirth, all of them hold you. A man who arrives when people need him most. Jesse lives between Mexico City, Merida, and Phoenix with his husband, Miguel Pavon Calva, creating a life built on devotion, creativity, and emotional truth. They write while traveling. They turn sunsets into lyrics. They transform struggle into medicine. They turn their lives into art. Everything Jesse has lived is poured back into the world as healing leadership, sound safety presence. And now, something humanity can access instantly. Music you can hold, breath you can borrow, a lifeline that meets you where you are. This is why he belongs in the legendary universe. Editorial note from Legendary Arabia. Once in a generation, a human emerges who is not merely talented, skilled, or gifted, but transformative. A man who rebuilds people from breath. A man who listens them back into their own strength. A man who gives safety to a world drowning in noise. Jesse James Ferrell is that man. A leader, a healer, an artist, a steady presence in uncertain times. A global voice offering what humanity needs most, a way back to themselves. This is not an exaggeration. This is lived truth. He can save you today. P.S. You are not alone anymore. He is there, always. And now, with his music. And special note from Rita Valente.
PS2. Jesse is part of my life. He did save me, literally. Not once, but more than once. And witnessing his rise, his devotion, and the way he transforms pain into power is one of the greatest honors of my journey. I am profoundly proud to see this magnificent man step into a global stage where his work will reach millions. Because he didn't just save my life. Now he's about to save many more.